back to Ant's Gaming Suite. I hope you guys have been well and fantastic. We are back again with another video of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and if you guys haven't already noticed or played Season 4, make sure you head over to my video. I do give a deep explanation as to what all the new events are, the new weapons are, the new maps are, but there is no real confirmation on all the mid-season things, but I will let you guys know, so I will leave a link in the description down below, so make sure you head over there and check it out. But for today's video agenda is all about the Vector. So the Vector is the new weapon that you can unlock in the Season 4 Battle Pass, and if you haven't already purchased the Season 4 Battle Pass, there is a chance of still getting it because it's only about 1000 CP here. Or you can simply purchase the 2400 CP, which will give you 20 levels tier skip, which will immediately give you the Vector because it is unlockable at level 15. I have been playing a lot lately trying to be able to unlock the max level as well as complete the skin camo on both the Fennic Vector and the Ghillie, or also known as the CR56 AMX here, but I will do a separate video regarding to the CR AMX or the Ghillie in a different video, maybe tomorrow or the day after. I'm not too sure, so make sure you subscribe and you will be notified as to when I will be posting, but I do post on a weekly basis. I will quickly show you guys what the golden camo looks like, but first of all, let me just quickly fix out the laser here. It shouldn't be a 5MW laser, it should be the attack laser here. I'll give you guys a quick preview after this, but first of all, for my attachment here, I will use a ZLR Sabri instead of the monolithic suppressor. The only reason why I'm using this one is because there is sound suppression. It will improve your damage range, it will improve your recoil control. The only downside is that it will reduce ADS and AWS, but I will maybe try out the compensator in the future and see how well that works out. But for currently, this is what works for me. And if you're still trying to unlock the level for this weapon, I did struggle a bit early on with the recoil here. So if you simply unlock a few levels, you should be able to unlock the tactical suppressor, which will greatly help you with the control of the spray of the gun. That's a tip from me here. Moving on to the barrels here. There is two barrels to this weapon here. There is the Deadfall ZLR 18-inch, or you can simply use a ZLR 16 Apex inch. My personal being is that it is the Apex 16 that you should be using over the Deadfall with the integrated monolithic suppressor. The reason for the ZLR Apex is that it does increase your damage range, your bullet velocity, your recoil control, and the cons are just usually movement speed with it. So with the Deadfall, you have here sound suppression, which is pretty much the integration of the suppressor. Besides that, I don't really see too much about it. I guess you really save one slot, but that's about it. So moving on to the next one is the tac laser here. For me personally, improving your ADS, aiming stability, and your AWS speed is a great attribute to the gun, as it is a great gun for close quarter combat here. It absolutely shreds. I do have a few gameplays on that one, but if you don't want to use the laser, then you can simply switch that out with an optic here. For me personally, that is a personal choice here. It really comes down to what you really want to use, but for me personally, I'd always go straight to the GI Mini Reflex, just a personal preference here. Let's go next on to the next thing, which is the underbarrel here. For me, I always go for the Commando foregrip. Simple as that, it does improve your recoil control and your aiming stability of the gun. You can use the Merc foregrip in the early stages of the game when you're just working out to level up your weapon, and it does help with the aiming accuracy of the weapon. So yeah, so moving on to the next one is the ammunition, which is the last final attachment for this weapon. For me personally, 20 mags isn't quite enough, especially in the Warzone aspect when you gotta kill multiple targets. So simply using the 40 round drum mag is the perfect solution to this one. So bigger mag just means you'll be able to kill more enemies with the hassle of less reloading situations. So we're gonna get straight into the game and see how the gun works. I've just maxed it out here in this game here. I'm pretty close to unlocking the gold, but the range on this weapon is absolutely ridiculous. Like mid-range, you would absolutely shred. I know if you don't aim appropriately, you will get killed by the other opponent because the damage output on this weapon is fairly low, but its insane rapid fire rate is crazy in this game. So make sure if you have the chance to get out all these attachments, then they are very ideal for the Warzone aspect. This gun absolutely shreds with all the following attachments, even without the other attachments or all the attachments on it. It is an absolutely killer of a gun, even without the sight. You don't really quite need the optic with this gun personally, but if you're more comfortable with the optic, then I'd advise to remove the attack laser, as mentioned earlier, and put on the optic of your personal preference. For the time being, I don't know if this is going to be a new meta or not. In terms of like comparing it to the MP5 or the MP7, I'd still prefer the MP7. I haven't been using the MP7 too much as of late, but the MP5 actually is quite a decent gun for the mid-range section of the fights. But with the attachment or the barrel of the Apex here, it does make it the perfect and ideal situation in mid-range. However, there is a bit of a drop-off with this bullet towards the end, so make sure you keep an eye on that and adjust for it accordingly. Just a little bit up is perfectly fine. For me personally, I haven't seen too many people using the Vector at the moment. It's most likely because no one has maxed it out at this current stage. But if you haven't already noticed, there is the 2-time double weapon XP going on and the character weapon. Oh, not character weapon, but the character level XP going on at the moment. So make sure you jump onto that one to be able to max out your weapon. It may take about 5 to 10 games of multiplayer to be able to completely or fully max out that weapon at this stage. For me, it took me about a couple of games actually. It wasn't too bad. But nevertheless, I will do a video of the other weapon as well, as that one has been maxed out too. I will do a lot more gameplay actions with the Vector in Warzone and see how it turns out. I did do a few gameplay videos, but it wasn't that great, so I left them out for the time being, as the weapon wasn't maxed at that stage. So it is an absolute killer at the mid-range engagement as well. There were a few instances whereby the character was on the other end of the map and I was on the other end as well, and he absolutely shredded him. But I couldn't tell too much due to the fact that I was playing hardcore mode here. It may be a different variation, as most of the chances they're going to be running by the time I hit them, even after a few tags. So if you guys enjoyed the video or the content regarding to the Vector and what kind of attachments, or even if you have your own set of attachment that you personally like, leave a comment in the section below and let me know what kind of attachment you prefer on your Vector or the Fennic weapon. I will do a video about the other weapon. It is currently gold as well, as I have been playing a lot fairly. So I will do a video on that one, and that gun is an absolutely killer. Just a few things that I don't quite like, whether it be a meta or not, I'm not quite too sure at this stage. But I will let you know, because I will do a lot more gameplays with this weapon on both actually, for the Warzone aspect of the game, as I have them both maxed out already. So make sure you guys look out for a video regarding to that one. There is a few other gaming highlights, so check that out. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this one and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It does show support to the channel, and that is greatly appreciated. If you did like the video, make sure you hit the big thumbs up to that video and check out that season 4 video. If you want me to see, or you want to watch me stream and lose and be pathetic at the game, then make sure you head over to my Facebook game page and search up Ant's Gaming Suite. I am currently streaming 2 days. I haven't been streaming too much, as I have been busy with my personal life at the moment and fixing up a few things on my end. So stay tuned and see you guys in the next video. Peace out.